Steve.
Welcome to today's training. My name is Esther, and I have been an iPhone owner for over 6 years. I would consider myself an expert when it comes to Apple products and their software. Today I'm going to teach you how to add a contact to your iPhone in the contact list. And when you leave here, you'll be able to add a contact by yourself. You'll be able to navigate the contact list, and you'll be familiar with the icons on the iPhone. So first we're going to get started with an exercise that shows why it's important to have contacts in your iPhone. So on this note card, I'm going to ask you for four phone numbers. The phone number of your spouse, the phone number of a friend, the phone number of a doctor, and your banking institution. So there we are. We'll just take about 30 seconds and try to fill that in. Okay.
Got it.
So,
A little slower.
How did we do? Were you able to get all 4 phone numbers?
Yes. I did you?
Yeah. I can't remember the bank one, but it's okay.
Okay. Good job. You did better than me. When I put this exercise together, I was only able to get 1 phone number down. So, yes, good job for you guys. Okay, so this exercise proves that, well, you guys did very well, but that it is important to have contacts stored in your phone so that if you needed to schedule a doctor's appointment, you can just go to your contact list and search for your doctor versus having to spend time looking up the phone number and making a delay even further. So we will now get started on how to add a contact to the cell phone. And I have put together this flow chart that outlines the step so that if you get lost along the way, you can just come to a box and pick up where you left off. We'll pass those out. There you go. Alright, so the first step is that we are going to unlock the iPhone. So by sliding over the bar. And we will come and click on the phone icon in the bottom, the green with the phone. Okay. And then you're going to want to make sure that you are in the contacts portion at the bottom, that you're not in the favorites or the recents. Make sure you're in the contacts. You're going to come up to the upper right hand corner and press on the plus sign. You are now able to add someone's first name, last name, or the name of a company. Let's say your bank. So we will start with the bank. So come down to the 3rd line and click in the company. You're then going to want to type in the name of your banking institution. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Chase. Once that's complete, you're going to come down to the next line that says Add Phone with the little plus sign. We're going to click on the plus sign. You'll notice that it should say Home Fax listed, and we are not going to add a home fax. So we are going to click Home Fax, and we're going to change it to Company Main. You are now going to click where it says Phone right next to Company Main.
No, you gotta click on it. Yeah. You hit main. There you go.
And then click where it says phone, and then it pops up with the numbers on the screen. So it's very important to always start with the area code, even if it's the area code that you are calling out of. So we're going to do 405, type the number of your bank. And if you wanted to add a fax number for your bank, come down and click on the add phone. It'll bring up home fax. We're going to change that and click work fax. Click where it says phone again, right next to work fax. Type in the area code, that's very important. And then begin to type in the phone number. And once you have the phone number put in there, and that is all the numbers you are adding for this contact, you're going to come up to the upper right hand corner and click done. The next screen shows that the contact was added. You have the name up there, and you have your company main phone number and the work fax for Chase Bank. So if you go into the left corner and click all contacts, it'll bring up all the contacts that are stored in your phone. And if you want to search for Chase Bank, let's say you want to give them a call, you come up to the top in the search bar. You will then begin to type in the name of your contact, Chase. Click on it, and there you are. You are able to call them by clicking on the little cell phone or cell button. So we will practice this a couple more times just to make sure that we have it down. So come up. You're in your contacts portion. You're going to click on the plus sign in the upper right hand corner. This time let's add a friend to our contact list. So you're going to make sure you're typing the first name. So I'll add Bob. And then we're going to come down and make sure we're in the last name box. It's always important to add a last name, just in case you know two Bobs. Alright, so once we have the name added, we're going to come down to the next line. It says add phone with the little green plus sign, so we're going to click on the plus sign. We're going to click where it says home fax, because we're going to add in our friend's cell phone number. So on the next screen, we're going to click mobile. And then next to mobile, make sure you click where it says phone, and it brings up the numbers on the screen. Always type in the area code first, very important. And we're just going to add one phone number for our friend. So once we have the phone number in there, we're going to come up to the upper right hand and click done. We are now able to see that our friend is added to our screen. Phone number is there. We can come up to the left and click on all contacts. Brings up our contact list, and if we want to search for our friend, I'm going to search for Bob. Come up to the top in the search bar and begin to type in our friend's name. And it'll bring up the Bobs that I have in my phone, and I can see Bob Smith, so we can click on him. And he is now here in our phone. We can send him a text message by clicking on the little text icon.
The blue icon.
I don't know what you call that.
The little,
The cloud.
yeah.
It's like a
Talking.
text box.
Text box.
Yeah, text box. There we go. So if we want to send him a message, we can click on that icon, or if we want to give him a call, we can click on the phone icon. So we can go back to the upper left and click on all contacts. You will then come back to your contact list here, and let's go ahead and add the phone number of our doctor. So we're going to click on the plus sign in the upper right hand corner. Doctor, I just all list that under company, so come down three lines to company. Begin typing in your doctor's name. And once that's complete, we're going to come down to the next line and click on the green plus sign where it says add phone. We're then going to click where it says home fax, because we are not adding a home fax for the doctor. We're going to click on company main. And then you're going to click next to company main where it says phone, so we can bring up the numbers. And then always type in the area code. can proceed with the phone number. And we can go ahead and add a fax number for the doctor because that's important to sometimes have. So once the phone number is added, you're going to come down to the next line where it says add phone and click on the green plus sign. It says home fax, so we're going to click on that and we're going to change it to work fax. You're then going to click in the space next to it where it says phone so we could bring up the numbers and type in the area code, followed by the phone number of your doctor. And once that's added, up to the upper right hand corner to click done. And we now have the doctor added to our phone. Back to the contacts. And into the search bar we can type in the doctor's name. And it brings up the doctor you just added. And you are able to give him a call. So and if you wanted to add an email address, let's say for your friend, because email is very popular this day and age, we'll go back and I'm going to come up to the search bar. I'm going to find Bob. That was the friend that I added. Okay, so once we have our friend on our screen, we're going to come to the upper right hand corner and click edit. So we're going to edit this contact and add an email address. So 3 spots down it says add email with the little green plus sign, so we're going to click on that. And now we can begin typing in our friend's email. Okay, and once we have the email address added, we can come up and hit done. And then we can go back to the contact list and search for our friend again. I'll search for Bob. His email is now stored there. So if we want to send our friend an email, we're going to click where it says email. And it should pop up with a new email message, and we could begin typing the subject to our friend and send. If you don't want to send an email at this time, you could come up to the upper left hand corner and click cancel, delete, home button, and back to the phone. And then we can hit back and we'll go back to our contact list. So let's add the last phone number. Let's add the phone number of our spouse. So what is the first step we're going to do?
We're going to hit contacts at the bottom.
Good. So yes, let's hit contacts at the bottom. Jared, what's the next step we're going to do so we can add our spouse to our phone book here?
Plus sign, top right corner.
Right. So we're going to come up to the top right, click on the plus sign. Okay, so we're going to start typing the first name of our spouse here. You can add a last name in the second line. Alright, we're going to come down to the add phone with the green plus. And what are we going to change before adding in the phone number here?
What type of number it is?
We
We're
have
going
to go to
Mobile.
the home.
home fax. We're going to click on home fax.
Already changed it to mobile. I'm on mobile.
And we're going to click mobile.
Okay.
And then in the line next to mobile, click phone so that we bring up the number pad. Begin typing in the area code because it's very important to always have the area code listed. Go ahead and type in the phone number. Once the phone number is added, we don't need to add any more numbers for our spouse. That's all we need. So come up to the right hand corner. We're going to click done. And now we can see that our spouse is listed with the phone number. And we can go back to all contacts in the upper left. And now brings up the phone book. So if we want to search for our spouse, we could click in the search bar, type in the name. There's our spouse right there. And brings up the contact, and we can give them a call or send a text message. Alright, so now we have added all 4 of the phone numbers from the exercise at the beginning of the training. So does anyone have any questions? Feel lost about how to add a contact?
Take me back to adding the email, and we'll do it for my
Okay.
spouse.
Okay, so we'll come back to the contact list here and into the search bar. We will search for the spouse that we added. Once the spouse is pulled up, we're going to go to the upper right hand corner and click edit.
Okay.
So we can add. And then 3 spots down, we see the plus sign with the add email. So we're going to go ahead and click the add email. And now we are able to type in our spouse's email address.
If I want to do business, I just push on that home button. Change
Yeah,
it.
hit
And
work.
do work.
Yes. Yeah, between
Okay.
his personal and business email
Okay.
address. Type in the email address. And once it's done, we can come up to the upper right hand corner and click done. And there you are. You have your spouse's email address added there. And if you want to give him an email, just click on the email. And then it should open up. You can start typing in a subject and type in your message, and then you'll be able to send. And if you don't want to send a message, you decide, oh, you don't want to send the email, we're going to come up and click cancel. Delete draft. It automatically takes us back to our email box here. We're going to click the home button. So that concludes our training session for the day. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.